Hi, I'm Gary Ritchie, Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Magazine. I'm here this morning with Dr. Christine Moore, the Acting Deputy Director from the Office of New Drug Quality Assessment of the CEDAR Division of the FDA. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning, Gary.
You. We're here at IFPAC 2009, and Christine and I are going to try to capture some of the thoughts that the FDA is promulgating with respect to QbD and PAT. Christine, I attended the workshop on Sunday, and it was a very good overview
Thank you.
of the activities going on at the FDA with respect to QbD. What is the overall, I guess, scope and view that you would like to have the world see about where the FDA is at with respect to QbD?
Well, what we talked about at the workshop was we gave an overview of the history of how we've gotten to where we are with quality by design, starting with some of the FDA initiatives in 2002 and the report in 2000 for the 21st century initiatives. And we had presentations from the three review offices, our Office of New Drug Quality Assessment, the Office of Generic Drugs, and the Office of Biotech Products. And even though the approaches that you may be seeing about how these three offices are implementing or moving towards that, that visionary state and implementing quality by design, we're all looking to move to the same state. And again, how we approach it is somewhat different based upon the products that we regulate as well as the industries that we're working with. Generic drugs talked about their question-based review, which is they say is improving the quality of the submissions that they're receiving. The Office of Biotech Products talked about their pilot program, which came out in a FR notice this summer, and some of the direction they're looking to go. And myself, I talked about some of the developments that have been happening in Office of New Drug Quality Assessment. Our office is perhaps arguably, but the furthest along in implementing these quality by design concepts. And as we were discussing earlier, we really think that we've moved from the conceptual phase into the implementation phase with quality by design. We've done the pilot program, which started several years ago. There's still a few applications still being reviewed, but we've learned a lot from that pilot. Much of that information has been incorporated in Q8R, which was recently published by ICH, should be up on the FDA website soon. And we're accepting quality by design type applications from sponsors outside of the pilot program. We recognize there are still a few gaps in implementing quality by design. There's still some scientific gaps, such as linking the product to the patient. Mm-hmm. There's still some regulatory gaps, in particular dealing with continuous improvement and some of the details about what to put in the application. But we're moving together with industry and we're learning together.
Well, Christine, that was a very good...
I have a quick question. For the viewers, this is Emil Church. I go off camera.
Emil, take it away.
The Congress is finally giving you people some more headcount.
Yes.
Any of that coming to you?
Absolutely.
Directly?
We've had a large increase in our staffing. I don't know the exact percent, but it's significant.
And in off camera, you mentioned the holistic approach, since you're all at one major site now and you're able to interact with things not necessarily directly in your discipline, but you're getting a bigger view of the whole industry. And I think that, you mentioned the benefits of now, instead of being spread out to 20 locations, you're all at the White Oak facility.
Right. Before when we moved to the White Oak facility, our office, about, I think, 4 years ago now. And before that, our review divisions were located in 3 different areas, or 3 different sites. That has been consolidated. In addition, much of CEDAR, not all of CEDAR yet, but much of CEDAR has been consolidated onto that White Oak campus. It provides very good opportunity for working together as extended teams, and it also provides a great working environment and learning opportunities.
The good news, bad news, I know you've got a reasonable head count, probably 1/10 of what you could use, but you've also been gifted with nutraceuticals. Is that going to impact your office at all?
Not that I know of.
Well, then you're a very lucky woman.
There could be something I don't know, though.
I have nothing. I was just curious about that.
Another aspect or another observation that came out of the workshop was the idea of implementation from the FDA's perspective, from the industry's need, what the FDA needs to do to integrate better is the divisional regions versus the headquarters. Is that going to be more, how can I say, integrated?
I'm not following you there.
Let's ask the question in a different way. In terms of a submission, for a QbD submission, where a regional office has
you mean right.
more interaction, direct interaction with the manufacturer who's given the submission, and how the reviewer at the headquarter level is looking at that. Is there going to be a better integration of how that is going to be assessed from the reviewer's perspective and the investigator's perspective?
Okay. Well, in the pilot program, as you may know, we did have reviewers participate on inspections, PAI visits, and this option of having reviewers participate in inspections is not new, but it was somewhat highlighted during the pilot program. And since many of the approaches that were used in the manufacturing were somewhat were often novel, it was beneficial to both the reviewer and the inspector that they could share that knowledge information, and the reviewer could provide information to assist the investigator to do their inspection.
I gather from the response of the participants at the workshop, I think it's as beneficial to the manufacturers as well.
We've heard that.
We heard that. So, Christine, it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you very much.
And I think that was a very good summary and overview of the Sunday workshop.
Thank you.
We look forward to hearing more from the FDA.
I'm sure you will.